got your shutter speed down. Oh yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on takeoff roll from right here at Quonset Point, this airplane flew in active duty service right here, the Collings Foundation's A-1E Skyraider.
Gotta love that coat.
The sound of freedom and the roar of its mighty engine. Let's watch now and let's listen to the Collings Foundation's A-1E Skyraider. That big right 3350 inside there certainly humming along this morning. A big radial engine producing over 2,700 horsepower when it's in full operational manifold pressure and RPM there. A beautiful airplane, lovingly, as we said, maintained and operated today by our friends at the Collings Foundation. This particular aircraft, as we said back in the night.
I was telling you, the blue glass is black. That's because of the radar. So they can see it. Thanks, baby. Shutter speed down?
Yeah, 250, baby. 250. I'm not going lower than that anymore.
No, not anymore.
All over the country
I'm gonna just go shoot
on their Wings of Freedom tour,
There's a
bringing the museum and the sounds
Get a
of
shot
freedom
of Fat
to
Albert's
cities
nose.
with
That's a
large
great
and
shot
small
right there.
all
Just get the
across
front.
country. If you have a chance to see the Collings Foundation's website, collingsfoundation.org, Wings of Freedom tour, you can find out a lot more information about not only the Skyraider, but all of their aircraft, including the ME-262 that they operate. That, of course, is the Rob Collins flying
maybe just one more.
this morning, doing a great job up there. But you can just imagine, if you would, put yourself there on the ground in Vietnam, and all of a sudden you look up and you see this. The Skyraider high overhead, performing some close air support for you. If you were on the ground, that, folks, would be a very welcome sight.
Smoke.
Sandy, I'm done.
I'm done, Sandy.
As we said, a welcome sight. I want you to remember this. Pounds of ordnance on 15 different hard points, including bombs, torpedoes, mine dispensers, and unguided rockets and gun pods. Just look at that. The Skyraider back here at Quonset Point, where it once flew in active duty service. Truly an American icon here for you today.
I was glad the A-10 got saved. Like Congress did, temporarily.
Now, is that actual price?
It might have been.
Landing here in the Skyraider. Note the rugged gear on this airplane, designed for that of the pitching deck of an aircraft carrier. Rob now showing you a wave-off scenario, so we're going to get to see it here, the dirty pass, but a simulated carrier landing. Tail hook is down. He has all three landing gear down, the tiny hook in the back even. There it is, the simulated carrier landing there for the Skyraider.
Did you get the air shows? I'll show you some pictures of my future air shows.
Beautiful Skyraider.
This afternoon?
Now, there were several versions of this particular aircraft, a single seat, and then the version that you see right there, the Rob lovingly as the family truckster. That particular aircraft was set up to have somebody in the back running countermeasures, or even close air support, or even as a forward air controller with some teeth.
I would have thought
a big airplane, but one that was beloved, as we said, by its crew, and saw service all the way into the 1980s. Truly an important part of our aviation heritage. You visit our friends there at the Quonset Point Air Museum, they can tell you lots more about some of these very unique aircraft that flew both abroad and here at Quonset. They have some of the most rare aircraft in all of the world. They're on display for you today right here at the Airshow. But right now, high overhead, the right 3350 on the front end of that gorgeous Skyraider. Let's listen in as Rob Holland executes a 90-degree break right at Airshow Center. This will be the landing. We're going to watch now as Rob sets up here. 1 gear, 2 gear, and now a third in the back. The tiny tail wheel is extended. Let's watch Rob as he sets up for another flawless landing in that gorgeous Skyraider. Just imagine the stress load of the pilot trying to hit that pitching deck out there in the middle of the ocean in some hostile water. This was the airplane that you wanted to be in, though, if you were in that situation. An airplane ruggedly built, tough enough to withstand the winds, tough enough to stand the waves lapping up from the ocean. Let's watch now as Rob lines up on short final. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your aviation heritage. This airplane belonged at one time to each and every one of us as it proudly served right here at Quonset Point. So please join me in welcoming, once it is safely down right there back here at Quonset, a big round of applause, everybody, for your Rhode Island-based Skyraider from right here at Quonset Point from back in the 1960s. This airplane helped guard and protect the freedoms that we so love. And that's why we're here today, celebrating not only our aviation heritage, but also that of the Rhode Island National Guard. If you see an airman, or if you see someone in uniform out here, please pat him on the back and tell him thank you. Let him know how much you appreciate not only